28 years later. Minus court, as we see Tom Pidcock really pushing things. Magnus Cort and Jonas Vingegaard, but you cannot take your eyes off this bike race for 1 minute. There's something happening just about everywhere on the road.
It's beautiful to watch a confident descender, isn't it? But it still leaves you with your heart in your mouth when you see the speeds that he was going around that fairly sharp right-hand corner there. And it is a big wide road. You know, this is what they climbed up yesterday, of course. You can see the apex of the corners and the exit to most of them because it is wide and open. But nevertheless, the speed with which he's shut this gap, Rob, to the rides in front of him is mightily impressive.
Sean, we're talking 35 seconds he's managed to eke out over the yellow jersey on the first, what, 3-4 kilometres of this descent?
Yes, well, you know, he's a demon descender, as we say in cycling. You see the way he goes around the rivals here. And, you know, he's not making a huge effort. And, you know, that is the thing here. Get out of the peloton for the descent. When you have that quality of descending, you can make up so much time without having to make too much an effort. And that is the important thing here. You know, he's going to gain a lot of ground on the descent, and we could see him getting very close to the front end of the race here before we get on to, you know, the next climb and, you know, the Col de Telegraph. But he is eating into the advantage of the guys that were out in front.
He goes past Louvel, beyond Chris Froome, and moves up now and is the third group on the road. Louvel's struggling here in the red. Remains to be seen whether Froome can even try and keep pace here with Pidcock.
Based on what I've seen so far of Pidcock's descending, I don't think many people are going to be keeping up with him down here.
I think we had an answer more or less straight away there as well, didn't we? 10-15 metres went Pidcock's way. This is the head of the race now, as Anthony Perez has been caught. Louis Meintjes looking round behind for Intermarché. And Giulio Ciccone, who's been suffering from an intestinal virus for most...
I don't think Pogacar cares whatsoever about the white jersey. He's here to win this bike race for the third consecutive year. But Pidcock would absolutely love to win the Best Young Riders jersey in his first participation at the Tour de France. I'm not sure it is all about that at the moment, but as the gap continues to rise and as Jumbo-Visma seem content in allowing it to increase in terms of the time gap, that might start to come into the forefront of our minds.
Adam, watching this, of course, you're marvelling at this descent. We all are. You know certainly a lot about me where I'm sitting. I'm just looking at Pidcock and the way he seems to see each corner, the way he knows the entry and exit. It's so much easier.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. He doesn't know the exit. That's the tough thing with going downhill, is that the guys don't know where the exit of the corner is. They can see as far as they can see around the corner, but it's just knowing when to turn in. And if you watch Tom, he's turning in late, he's throwing in biking late, but he's just kissing that apex of the corner perfectly. And as I said, you get as much speed as you can out of it, but it's also setting up for the next corner. You can go out of one corner super quick, but that might not lend its hand to the next corner, so you lose speed. So for Tom, it's going into it, setting him up out of it, and then getting straight into that next corner as well.
Of course, for our general viewers, people who might only join us for the Tour de France, I'm going to compare this, when I talk about seeing things, Adam, maybe to a footballer like Messi, who sees a pass that exists where a normal midfielder attacker might not do. I'm looking at this, and the way I talk about seeing corners is that Pidcock, he has that somewhere inside him. He can spot which way to go around. He's supremely confident, technically brilliant. He's just on a different level.
Based on how he's ridden in this Tour de France and the age that he is, I mean, I know he's not that much younger than Tadej Pogacar, for example, but he's still developing because he's not specialised in one discipline. He's still racing cyclocross. You mentioned he's world champion currently in that discipline. He's Olympic cross-country mountain bike champion as well. Once he does maybe turn his eye more to just concentrating on road racing, if he does develop into somebody that's right up there on Grand Tours, can you imagine Tom Pidcock being right up there, a minute off the race lead? There's a stage that finishes down a descent. I mean, that could be quite spectacular to watch in future years.
I mean, look at the gap that he's opened up already. I mean, it's just the way that he's throwing his bike into each corner. It's just, look at that there, right till the edge, waiting till the last moment to see which side to go on, chooses the right side of the road.